Welcome. In this video, we will examine how to install your own automated drip irrigation system using 3/4 inch PVC pipes and 1/2 inch poly tubing. Drip irrigation is the most efficient way to water your garden, and it is one of the main strategies for a self-maintained garden. I will first start with the water source connection. So this is the water control timer, and here you can see the features. You have the run, you can set the clock, you have the start time, how long, how often. On a rainy day, you can actually delay it from starting at the set time in that case. So these are some of the features, and also if you want to start it before it's time, you can actually get it started manually. This is the key here for that. So this is what it looks like all together. So here I have the pressure control. This is the backflow preventer. You don't want the water going back up into the main. Although here there's one that's come with the tap, but I just added an extra one in that case. So that is the connection from the source. So this is the backflow preventer. Make sure that the washer is fixed inside of it in that case. And here, this is the pressure reducer. And so, you know, especially if you have a small irrigation system, you would want to reduce that pressure so that you do not burst those irrigation lines in that case. This is another connection that I have here. Now this timer has a double port, and I can independently do 2 timings for 2 areas. So I have one running to the raised bed areas, and then I have another that goes to the muscadine patch as shown. Now because the raised bed area is a large area, I really don't have a pressure reducer here, but for the muscadine patch I do have a pressure reducer attached to the timer. And also one of the features are I can actually do a manual. Okay, so if I want to do a manual, I click on manual. I would say station 1, so you can see it's clicking on station 1, and then okay, manual station 1, and then I need to, let's say if I want to go for 20 minutes, let's say. Alright, so there we go. So it's set for 20 minutes. So from the timer control, I have the water hose connection to a PVC, and the way I get to do that, I have a 3/4 inch slip to 3/4 thread, and that is how I make the connection to the main water line. So this water line runs approximately 200 feet, and then this distributes the water to the individual raised bed boxes. So this is just to show the path of the supply line to the raised bed areas. Some you cannot see because it's buried with the shrubs, but you can actually see parts of it. And this is what is supplying the water to the raised beds areas. Now here I have some PVC laid out. This is a separate irrigation system, and I have a video coming up shortly on PVC irrigation. So this will be a separate video, so stay tuned for this one. So the water is branched off to the various raised beds via these tees. This is what I used to branch it off, also in the 3/4 inch line as indicated here. And again, this helps for an even supply of the water to the individual areas. So from the T here, I go to an elbow. You have the elbow connection, okay, to an elbow connection, and then this is coupled with the slip to the 3/4 inch thread, and then this threading is connected to, it's a 1/2 inch poly faucet fitting, and I'll show you the details of this. So this is the typical connection, and so from here then you have the poly tubing with the drippers, which does the distribution of the water to the plants, as shown here. This is the 1/2 inch poly faucet hose fitting. Okay, so in terms of connections needed for the poly tubing, here I have the bob tees. I'll show you that in some details. You have the bob tees, and then also you may need coupling, bob coupling connectors if you have pieces of the tubing left. And also we have here for the edges, if I want to do a rectangular shape, here you have the bob elbows. Okay, these are pretty much available at Home Depot or Lowe's, but these I obtained from Home Depot. Okay, and this is one I have set up irrigating the corn that I have here. It's important to have shut-off valves at various points of your irrigation system, so that way if there happens to be a leak in one area, then you necessarily won't have to close the entire system off, but you can just close it in part. So it's important, you know, it's good to have this in this area. These stakes are also a plus. It helps to fix the tubing in a particular areas as you lay the tubing out, and so this allows for better organization. You can actually get the drip lines with pre-drilled holes. In my case, I found it was cheaper get in the tubing, and then I apply the drippers myself. So this is the tool that I use to apply the drippers. And so you pretty much have it positioned here on this side. This is the barbed end, and you simply drill it through into the tube, and that is how I apply it. Now you can apply it on your various distances based on your particular needs. So here I have a leak. Now I've had these lines for a while, and so as a result of weeding or using the shovel, it got a hole punch in it. So this is the process in getting that leak fixed. And this is just a punch I created, and there are plugs that are readily available that you could use to plug it. Now if it's really a large leak, you just cut the line and put a coupler onto it. And this is what I use for the cutting for both the tubes and the PVC. This is a PVC tube cutter, and there are various types, and these are readily available. I've had this one for a while, but these are and others are readily available at Lowe's and Home Depot. So this is a water filter also that you could add to your water main, connecting with the, and this you can actually connect it to the pressure reducer and to the backflow preventer, which goes to the water, which is connected to the water hose. So this is just something to note that you can also have, and this helps prevent clogging of the drip irrigation lines over time by filtering off all the particles.